Do you play victim mentality? Are you somebody that blames and makes excuses about every single thing instead of taking ownership of your life? And I get it. You may say, oh, David, that's not me. I don't play victim mentality. I just have all these crazy things go on in your life. Let me tell you, more times than not, you are playing victim mentality. More times than not, that is stopping you from achieving the next level of success. I hear it every single day. And the vast majority of the people in this world do play victim mentality. They do blame other people. They do blame certain things. And there's 5 things I'm going to talk about right now that you need to ask yourself. If you do any of these 5 things, you're making excuses. You're playing the victim card, and the victim card is not going to get you to the goals and dreams and vision that you want to have in your life. And trust me when I tell you this, I used to be that person. I would wait for my life to free me. I would wait for my career maybe in the state police to get a new contract to free me so I wouldn't be in as much debt. I would wait for my wife to free me if I wanted my relationship to improve. And I finally realized, David, they didn't need to free you. You needed to free yourself. And if you're always playing victim mentality, the truth of the matter is we don't know when our last day on earth may be, and you alone could be held hostage by yourself for the rest of your life. So here are 5 things I want you to think about. I want you to really internalize and ask yourself, do you do any of these things? Because if you do, you're the one that's holding yourself back. Number 1 out of the gate is you're blaming your circumstances. You're blaming where you live. You're blaming what happened at work. You're blaming, all the things, the traffic on the way to work. You're blaming every single thing except taking ownership of your life. Some people will be like, well, David, on the way to work, I hit traffic and somebody rear-ended me in a car accident. You need to start taking ownership of your life so much, even if you are at fault. Your mindset is, well, if I left a minute earlier or I left 15 minutes earlier, I would not have gotten to that accident. Like, that's the way you need to operate. Stop blaming all the circumstances of your life for why you're not successful. That's number 1. Number 2 is this. Do you talk about not having enough time in your life? My friends, whether you are the president of the United States or a CEO of a billion-dollar company, we all get the same 24 hours in a day. No more, no less. The difference is those that are really successful, they know how to manage their time efficiently. You have enough time. It's just not a priority for you, because when it's a priority, you find a way. When it's not, you find an excuse. And excuses are well-planned lies. You have the time. Don't say you don't. There are people out there in worse situations than you right now who are crushing their goals and dreams. It's not a priority to you, and you're not managing your time. That's the problem. The third is this. You blame everything else but yourself. You blame it on other people. You blame it on your mom or your dad. You blame it on your coworkers. You blame it on your boss. You blame it on your spouse, your girlfriend. You blame it on your kids. Stop blaming everybody else. It goes to victim mentality again. You think you are where you are because of blaming it on other people? It's other people's fault? Let me tell you this right now. You are the product of the choices and decisions you made up until this point. Now, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react. And how you reacted determines where you are right now. So stop blaming other people for your lack of success. They're not the problem. You're the problem. The next point is this. Do you ever start certain sentences by saying, if only if? If only if my family had a business that was able to be given to me. If only if my parents came from wealth. If only if I had 2 kids instead of 3 kids, I'd have more time. If only if. Let me tell you something. If only if is an excuse. If only if is playing victim mentality. If only if is blaming everything else but taking ownership in your life. So if you start something with if only if, victim mentality, my friends. It's on you. And the last point I'm going to do, and these are just a couple of them because there's a laundry list of terms I can give you, is saying something like, wow, they are so lucky. Let me tell you something. People that win the lotto and become billionaires, that's 1 in a gazillion. I don't even know what the numbers are. All right? People aren't lucky. You know who are lucky? People that work hard. You know who are lucky? People that are willing to fail over and over again and are never willing to give up. When people say to me, oh, David, you're so lucky you got to retire from the state police at 43 and have this business. Were you there when I started growing a business 12 years ago, when people hated on me and criticized me, and when I stayed up late at night while you were out partying or watching TV and I was putting the work in? You know what? Oh, David, you're so lucky you're able to travel and be a motivational speaker. Wow, you're so lucky. Is it luck, or was I worked my butt off the last 12 years, but you didn't see that? You only see the highlight reel. Luck only happens to people that are willing to work hard. So stop blaming your lack of success by saying, oh, I'm not lucky. They're so lucky. No, most people are lucky because they're willing to put in the work. That's the reality. So those are 5 quick points, but at the end of the day, success is on you. If you want your next 30 days to not look like the last 30, it's on you. Take ownership of your life. Play victor mentality, not victim mentality. Stop blaming others or your circumstances or you're too busy or any of the other things, and understand it's you that's going to make a difference. When you do that, it is the most freeing thing in the world. It's not about any of the things I said. It's about taking 100% ownership of your life, being a victor, not a victim, and to stop making excuses. Guys, if this video was of value to you, because I always like to call it as it is, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on all so you get all the notifications. Share it with a friend or family member, because I truly believe at the end of the day, too many people are playing the victim. And I want everybody to live up to their fullest potential. And it's going to start with not playing the victim and taking ownership of your life. Guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.